I want to break down this take. We got to take a deep listen to this, Matt. And
a deep listen. Nice. Yeah. I dig this. Deep listen.
Show it, Bailey.
Just get one more. If you could evaluate, you guys didn't address defensive line, edge,
in
terms of your approach of what is already here and maybe what still needs to be added to the roster on those positions.
Yeah, we got 10 picks in this year's draft. We're going to have some spots that are actually open for them to insert. So, if you add a veteran at this point, could be just standing in the way. We're going to allow these rookies to, get a chance to get out on the field and help us this coming fall.
So this is the 34-year-old GM, yes?
Mr. Gladstone, correct.
And look,
he's a GM.
Good for him. I'm glad he got the job. He was the best friend of the Eagles owner's son?
Some type of nepotism, yeah.
Something like that, right? And then he got into it, started carrying his bags around and, his balls.
He did spreadsheets for
spreadsheets. Nice.
Microsoft.
Definitely spreadsheeting. He spreadsheeted his ass off and it got him this job. Congratulations. Look, man, I'm not an ageist here. I'm not going to say if you're old, you can't do the job. I'm not going to say if you're young, you can't do the job. Yeah. I'm eager to see how this works out. I don't know enough about the kid just to pass judgment because he's a baby. You know what I'm saying? Sean McVay's fucking young and he's a hell of a coach. So I don't know. Maybe this kid is a really good general manager and he's just young. Maybe he's terrible and because he's young. I don't know. I can't pass judgment on him though until I know something about him.
And I'm right there with Matt. I think, kind of draw a comparison. One thing I've learned in this last year is that you can't just judge a book by its cover. I mean, look at the Lakers and JJ Redick.
I mean, it depends on the cover, but okay.
It depends on the cover. Yeah, that's fair. But as far as this cover, I don't think we can really judge it fully because you look at the Lakers. All of us, I think, came in here when they announced that JJ Redick was going to be the new head coach and looked at it as like a joke. Not because we thought JJ could not be a good head coach at some point. We just thought that he didn't earn or deserve the role right there because he had never coached before and he was young. Fast forward to today, Lakers look damn good to me when they're healthy. One of the best teams. So my point is to kind of piggyback Matt is that we don't know. He's young, it's risky. We don't know the history. He doesn't really have a history because he's never been a GM before, to my knowledge. So yes, it's risky, but who knows? He might end up turning out to be a genius and know the game at a high level and end up doing a hell of a job. So it's one of those things where Matt, I understand where JB's going to go, but we don't know.
Matt, let me get your take on the actual words he spoke out of his mouth, though, regarding the 10 picks and the veteran not being involved because it could slow down.
Yeah, hit it again. Let me listen to it again real quick.
Take a listen.
More, if you could evaluate, you guys didn't address defensive line, edge, in terms of your approach of what is already here and maybe what still needs to be added to the roster on those positions.
Yeah, we got 10 picks in this year's draft. We're going to have some spots that are actually open for them to insert. So, if you add a veteran at this point, could be just standing in the way. We're going to allow these rookies to, get a chance to get out on the field and help us this coming fall.
Okay. I think that he's under evaluating how important veteran leadership is. And they just got rid of a ton of guys in Jacksonville. They were all vets. They got rid of a veteran head coach as a Super Bowl winner for, I can't remember the dude's name, but a guy that they can control for sure that's a first-year head coach. So I think Jacksonville's going to struggle this year, number one. But at the same number two, how about we make the rookies earn the fucking job and cut the guys at training camp if they beat them out, not just cut everybody and then say, oh, hey, vet, move so we can give the rookie the job. That is not the way the shit's done in the National Football League, dog. So, yeah, after listening to it again and refocusing on what we're actually talking about, not the fact that he looks like he's 12 years old with a fucked up mustache. I mean, come on. I think that he's got his mind, it's ass backwards. Why would you not want the rookies to compete and earn the job from a veteran rather than giving them the job and just cutting veterans and telling them to get out of the way? That is, if I'm a vet, number one, so what you're telling me is I have no chance to make the team? Well, I can't wait to go work hard for you at OTAs. I can't wait to go out there and bust my ass for you in camp knowing that you're just going to fucking cut me for the snot-nosed rookie you just brought in. And then if I'm Trevor Lawrence, like, so you're getting rid of Ingram and Brandon Sheriff and all these other guys around me that have been, I'm not going to say they've been good, but fuck, at least they're vets and they know what they're doing for just a bunch of rookies. He's going to be dog meat, bro. And he's already going to be dog meat because he sucks.
Let me ask you something. You mentioned him in the Eagles affiliation, I guess. Do you think he's taking a model and thinking that, they got Jalen Carter and Big Davis?
Yes.
And
100%.
they played those guys as rookies. Only thing, the fight back I have on that take is, okay, you're going to follow that model. Is there a Jalen Carter in this draft? A, and B, you remember Jalen Carter's rookie year, they had captain leadership and Fletcher Cox still there. Who does Jacksonville have to mentor a rookie if there is a Jalen Carter in this draft? And you know better than me. You know better than me in this draft. I know it's heavy D-line, O-line. Is there a D-lineman in this draft other than a pass rusher edge guy, an Abdul Carter, or maybe the kid out of Marshall? Or is there an interior guy? Is there an interior guy though, Smitty, Matt?
Well, let me ask you your first question real quick. And I'll let Matt kind of he has more knowledge on the draft. Eric Armstead is there. So when you ask about a veteran presence, that's a guy who's been in Super Bowl, played for a long time, been a really good player, and they still got I think at the end, the linebacker spot, Josh Hines Allen, who's been a good player for a while too. So there is some vets there on that D line that can help, teach the young guys. But Matt, I want Matt to jump in on the actual draft piece.
Look, there's some good, defensive linemen in the draft. The kids from Michigan, Mason Graham, and then the other kid, Grant, those two are absolute freaks. I think there's some depth in this draft. You could get some good players there, obviously. And look, that might be the route they want to take. But at the same time, the optics of hearing, and I know that's contradictory, but still, like, hearing that as a rookie, you don't really need to compete for the job, and the veteran's just there. That is number one. That is going to tell the rookies that they don't need to respect the veterans either. Like, this guy's not going to be here. Fuck him. I don't need to listen to him. I don't need to go do all the rookie stuff. I think that it's a very, very short-sighted from the 34-year-old general manager. And look, this is where experience counts. And if you have done, you make stupid fucking comments like this that are like broad and can be taken out of context easily. So if I'm him, this is a learning experience on maybe you should keep your fucking mouth shut and keep your plan tight to the vest. Just because the media asks you a question does not mean you have to answer the question. Just come up, learn how to bullshit the media. I watched this. Have you guys seen the 10-part New England Patriot Dynasty documentary?
I haven't watched it yet.
It is fucking awesome. It is awesome. It's really well done. It's not really a fluff piece. Like, it's not just a jerk off piece. They're pretty hard on the Patriots and all the scandals and shit. But you really realize Belichick being like, you want to talk about somebody who just despised the media, and we all knew this, but the way he did it, it just is very aware as you watch the documentary on just they would ask him a question and he's just, I'm not talking about that. And it's over. And like, he doesn't give them an explanation. It doesn't matter what the fucking media member thinks or the community. That's his answer. Move on. Like, some people need to learn how to do that when the microphone's in their face.